Hi, everyone. It's a real privilege for me to be here with you guys today, yesterday, listening to Dr. Nevin and your questions and his answers throughout, what was it, three and a half hours. Really spoke to my heart. I can't imagine what it did for yours. It's just a real privilege for me to be here with you. I was a brand new Green Member of Parliament and freshly on the Standing Committee for Veterans Affairs when a guy named Claude Lalonset came to the Hill and sent an email to all the members of Parliament saying he was there on a hunger strike till he got heard, because he had heard about Dr. Nevin and wanted our government to do the right thing. So, brand new to this, I thought, okay, he's out there somewhere near the center block, and it's a really hot day. So Gail, a very precious member of my staff that has provided me with the most amazing information about this whole issue over time. I miss her. I've got Tristan here, he's awesome. But regardless, we tried to find him and we couldn't. And I thought, well, what's going on? So we emailed and we said, Claude, we can't find you. Where are you? He said, I went home. He said, I had a meeting with 3 ministers. The Minister of Veterans Affairs, National Defense, and Health. Guys, when someone within a matter of under an hour or so gets a half-hour meeting with 3 ministers, you know it's something you should pay attention to. And he went home thinking that, okay, they promised they're going to do these things, they're going to set up this opportunity for us to all come and testify, and we're going to, something very special just for this. And of course, that's not what happened. They said there's this other thing called Standing Committee on Veterans Affairs. You can go there and tell your story, which went over the way I'm glad it did. Not acceptable. So he came back and was driving the chair of our committee crazy because they were getting all this bad press. So he came and he said, Kathy, you're friends with this guy. What do we do? What do we do? I said, well, how about you do what he's asking and set up a couple of meetings where we focus just on this issue. And that's when I met people like Marge, this guy over here, Dave Bona, John, Dr. Nevin. I'm forgetting who else, Landon, right. And they said, okay, well, those veterans can come, but we'll just do a video link for this Dr. Nevin. I said, no way, won't go for that. And that was the start in the House of Commons that this issue finally got a little bit of attention. And as Marge mentioned, the black box quietly all of a sudden became more prominent. And then over a fair amount of harassment of the Surgeon General, eventually going into the summer, he gave a report and there's no culpability here, right? They're just saying, we're willing to basically make this now a drug of last resort for our serving members. However, this makes no change to the use of this particular malaria drug in the civilian population, if you can imagine. So we continue to challenge on this issue. I am so glad I had the time with Paul and to hear what's going on. You guys are in such good hands. Every opportunity I've had to mix with you these last couple of days just brings you deeper into my heart and higher into my realization of how amazing you are and how committed you are, and it makes me want to see what needs to happen on that Hill happen. I've continued to advocate. It has been quiet. We've had a lot of elections, I don't know if you noticed, in the last little while. And so we're just getting our feet on the ground now again. And I've put a motion forward to my committee. I want this studied again because it's a whole group of new people that don't have a clue. I reached out to an individual that I served with from the Liberal Party on that committee years ago. She didn't know this was happening today, right, from the Liberal Party. And I said, I'll make sure you know next time. Okay, good, thank you. She has a son here in Kingston. So I just want to say, my office is always open. My door is always open. I appreciate when you can communicate with me. The service dog file is very precious to me. We've got some amazing things happening in Saskatchewan with a group that provides service dogs. Similar thing, train with your service dog. There's no charge for these dogs. They've been accredited in Canada, and without asking were also accredited internationally with all kinds of research that was taking place in our 2 universities. We need to have this available to all veterans who need a service dog. So that's another area that's very, very important to my heart. There's a lot of them, but anyways, thank you so much. I don't want to take any more time, but it's an honor and a privilege to be in your presence. Thank you.